It's almost time to ring in 2023 with new goals and new habits. Tens of thousands of people will kick it off by taking part in a month-long sobriety challenge known as Dry January. A new study reveals that people who give up booze and other vices often experience lasting benefits. Imagine that. Let's bring in Dr. Lucy McBride, a primary care doctor in Washington, D.C., to discuss the health benefits of Dry January. And Dr. McBride, thank you for joining us. So Dry January is a test of willpower and discipline, but also alcohol is poison. So it feels like giving it up is a pretty good idea.
So it's funny we should be talking about this today. We just hosted my son's 21st birthday here last night. So I will tell you this, alcohol is part of American life. It's woven into the fabric of our socializing, our celebrations. Alcohol, however, has major downsides for people. As I'm seeing in my office every day, alcohol can affect our physical, emotional, behavioral health. So Dry January can be a nice time to, number one, assess the quantity of alcohol we consume every day. And more importantly, in my mind, is to reassess the relationship we have with alcohol. What are we using it for? Is it for joy and pleasure and to pair with food? Or are we self-medicating? Are we using it to numb uncomfortable feelings like loneliness, social isolation, depression? And so it's a good time to reset. It's never a bad time to reset our relationship with alcohol.
Well, but doctor, I do wonder if this is the best time, though, because a lot of times the holidays are a time of heavy alcohol consumption. So you might have people in between New Year's or Christmas or after New Year's going, man, I need a detox. I know I've heard that a few times. But I do wonder, is it good to go cold turkey like that?
I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no one-size-fits-all recommendation. For example, my patients who have an addiction to alcohol are in recovery. You know, one drink is one too many. And I think that January provides a handy time to reassess things because certainly over the holidays, we're mingling with friends and family more. It's dark outside. There's an increase and an uptick in people's despair over the holidays. So the wobbly relationship with alcohol you may have become more wobbly in December. So there's nothing really magic about January except that it's, you know, turning the page into the new year. People kind of think about their habits in a new way. And it's an opportunity to really, really understand what we need mentally and physically for our health.
I find it really interesting as we're talking to you about your relationship with alcohol. We are showing just the happiest people enjoying alcohol and just having a blast. But it's not like that for everybody. I do wonder if you have any tips for folks that are doing this, that maybe are heavy drinkers or have just decided that it's time for a reset, like you said. What's the best way to achieve your goal, to keep your willpower, to keep your discipline, to make that happen?
I'm so glad you asked that because the holidays are very difficult for people who are struggling with alcohol or other substance use disorders. And it's just a tough time in general emotionally for many people. So for those of you who are out there who are struggling with alcohol, I would recommend, number one, being honest with yourself about what you're using alcohol for. Be honest with identifying the discomfort, the feelings that may underlie the tendency to drink too much. And number two, ask for help. You know, asking for help is a strength. It's what I teach my children. It's what I teach my patients. You know, AA is a wonderful program. Talking to a friend, a mentor, a priest, a rabbi, being honest with that person about what your goals are, and then getting support, whether it's through some sort of program, through therapy. But again, sobriety is not necessary for everybody, of course, but it's really important to identify your unique relationship with alcohol and to find out what you may be self-medicating and what could be better health-wise in the new year.
All right, that is Dr. Lucy McBride. Dr. McBride, thank you for joining us to talk about Dry January.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.